Hello everyone and welcome to This Week in Horror. My name is EJ Marino and this is a new show where I discuss the biggest news in our beloved spooky genre. If it's movies, TV, or video games, I'll find the best stories of the week and bring them to you. First up on our plate is the Black Christmas reboot from Blumhouse. Yes, the horror powerhouse studio dropped some major news this week by announcing they have a new Black Christmas movie on the way this December. Literally, no one knew about this movie until they dropped the announcement and they're like, hey guys, you want a new Black Christmas reboot? Kind of a reimagining. They discussed a little bit that they're going to take a bit of a feminist twist to it. I'm kind of really here for it. I think this movie's always had a cool female edge to it, but that's pretty awesome. The most shocking part about this whole Black Christmas announcement, the movie comes out in couple months, 6 months, and they haven't filmed anything yet. Yeah, they're 6 months away, haven't shot anything, which isn't too hard for a smaller budgeted horror piece, so I'm not too scared for the film, but it is kind of crazy they announced they haven't filmed anything, and then now they're just starting to do casting announcements, like Cary Elwes, who has recently joined the film as a lead in the film. I'm really curious of who he's going to play. If you don't know him, he was Wesley in Princess Bride and Dr. Lawrence Gordon in the Saw franchise. Love him in both of those. Very separate things, equally kind of cool. He's a great pick for this film, but will he be this generation's Billy? That's what I'm really curious about. The next story comes from Blumhouse. Yes, another Blumhouse story. I promise not all of these stories this week are Blumhouse, but they're a big force in the genre. We will be talking about them probably weekly, but they have announced a new Paranormal Activity. Yay! Yeah, the 7th film in this franchise. Is anyone really excited for it? Seriously, I was kind of shocked by this announcement. I'm sure this franchise has die-hard fans. No, I know this franchise has some pretty big lovers of it, but I'm not one of them. Honestly, the ghost movie, the haunted house trend is on its way out, so I feel like this is a little bit late. I'm really oh, we're gonna do this. I just saw Annabelle Comes Home, so to see that and to see where they're gonna be doing another one of these kind of ghostish haunted movies, I don't think they're working with audiences as they did maybe 10 years ago when paranormal was the hot new thing, when The Conjuring and Insidious were popping up. Now we're, look at Blumhouse. We have slasher movies. We have a movie like our next story we're going to be talking about. So to see another haunted house movie, I don't know. How do you guys feel? Let me know in the comments below if you're excited for this or you're over these kind of movies as well. Now, if you do want a different kind of horror movie, our next story is perfect for you. Midsommar had its first screenings and the reviews are wild. Midsommar is the newest film from Ari Aster, the director of last year's amazing Hereditary. Yeah, he's quickly following it up with another film. This is a group of teens or young adults who go to Sweden for a festival, and oh boy, their lives are forever changed. Fiona Pugh, who's in it, I love her. I really thought she was the best part of Fighting with My Family. She's in this, and Will Poulter as well, really like him. Yeah, this has an interesting cast. It has an interesting premise, and the critics are kind of, yeah, they're, you know what, they're being pretty hit or miss. I do think they're leaning to a bit nicer reviews, but there are also some critics who are going, I don't even really know how to talk about it. I heard some of them describe this as terrifying and hilarious. Being labeled as both is crazy. Bloody Disgusting called this a mixed bag, while I think Vulture called it a weird blurry horror trip. So there is some weird perspectives going on. I see it on Monday. My review comes out on Monday as well. I have to talk about this with you guys. This is my most hyped movie of the year. I loved Godzilla. Endgame had its overall Hollywood hype, but Midsommar is my kind of movie. Actually, it's been Midsommar and Us, and I really loved Us, so I hope Midsommar keeps it up. I can't wait to talk about it with you guys on my channel. I can't wait to talk about more horror movie news with you, but that's all I have for this week. What did you think of this episode of This Week in Horror? I want to know all your feelings in the comments below. What do you think of these announcements? Are you excited for Black Christmas, Paranormal Activity? If you had the chance to see Midsommar early, let me know your feelings in the comments below. Let me know all your feelings in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel because I make videos like this every single week. Give me a thumbs up because YouTube takes those very seriously, and I will join you guys next week for more news of horror.